Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today, we have a couple of road games to take on here in the doubleheader. We're the number 3 team in the country. I like our offense. Our defense can be weird at times, as it always is, but I like our offense a lot. I'm excited about today's episode. I hope you guys are too. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And let's get into it. I'm very excited about today's episode. I want to get more into recruiting. I want to make sure we're going to get the best recruiting class possible. And also, I want to stay in the top 5 of the rankings. We're right now number 3. We got some SEC competition to take care of. Let's go see if we can handle it. So we will head to the Swamp for game 1 of the doubleheader against the Florida Gators, who are number 6 in the country, by the way. They are a really, really tough team this year. But then we have a game against Kentucky on the road. That shouldn't be much of a problem. They are undefeated right now, but it's still early in the season. Last episode, we started off year number 4 by winning against North Carolina and Troy. We also had the bye week in there as well. Then the next episode's where things get a little bit more intense, because we've got week 7 against Georgia with so many people on campus. We are trying to win so many different recruitments. I don't know if it's going to happen. We're in first for a few different people, but these recruitments could go south at any moment. We've seen it happen plenty of times before, but we are in the lead for a lot of them. We'll see if we're able to stay in the lead after a while, but I want to get the best recruiting class possible. And the only way to do that is to recruit them fast, recruit them hard, get them on campus as soon as possible, and win them as fast as possible. Including the number 1 player in the country, Dom Antwine, who I really, really think would be a beautiful addition to this defensive line alongside Tommy Berlin. Him and Antwine could be a beast of a duo in the interior for years to come after Joshua Wood graduates. We've got him on campus week 7 along with a bunch of other people. That is the Georgia game. It doesn't get much bigger than that, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get much bigger than the Georgia game. They're going to be probably number 1 by the time we face them. We might even be number 2 by the time we face them. If we beat Florida today, that might give us the number 2 spot in the rankings if Georgia ends up winning. I guess I don't know who number 1 is, or I don't remember. It's Louisville. That's right, because they beat Notre Dame, who was, who was number 2. They beat Notre Dame. Louisville jumps from 3 to 1. Georgia was the number 1 seed. They fell down because Louisville upset them, or Louisville jumps them. We go from 4 to 3. So I guess if Louisville ends up slipping up against Duke or something, Georgia doesn't play this week. So there's a world where we pass Georgia if we beat Florida. We could be the number 2 team in the country. There's a possibility that could happen. Who knows? I guess it all depends on what happens with Louisville if they end up losing to Duke or not. We take on the Gators today. They are going to wear... You know what? They're going to wear the black. We're going to the Swamp. It's an intimidating area to go into. We're going to come in with our shining white armor. They're going to have the black armor, and we are going to try to be the good guys, taking them down in hostile territory. Can it happen? I think it can. It's just going to be a little difficult.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. 2 elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp of the Florida Gators. As we'll see, the team from last year is top teams in this conference. Sports, I'm Chris Fowler.
All right, the rain is falling here in Gainesville as we take on the Florida Gators. I'm excited about this team, man. I like the way that we've got the roster looking. I like the offense. I think we're doing really well. And look at Coach Juice out there, not even wearing a coat. He's just still got the sleeves. We got a real man at head coach. But Joseph Vildor, the transfer from Ohio State, the 5-star #1 player in the entire portal, he chose to come play for us because he saw the vision. He knew this team was destined to get back to the national championship, and he's going to be a part of that. And look at Jorvonte Springs taking off already. First play, 32 yards down the field. What a start. What a hot start to the game. We've also got Bo Jackson, who we didn't utilize very much in the first episode of Season 4. He got a few carries. I think he got a couple rushing touchdowns at some point, but we were more of a passing offense last episode, which is kind of rare. I don't usually throw the ball that much just because it doesn't really fit my game style, my play style anymore. I'm more of a running type of play style nowadays. But last episode, just, I don't know, Vildor was just really dominant. It just felt like it was the right move to throw the football. And it worked out because we won both of our games. And now we go to Lincoln Cure, who's had a big start to the season. Those first 2 games against North Carolina and Troy, he was a really, really important piece to those wins. And this might have to be an Underwood scramble. Yeah, that was all kinds of bad. We lost a yard on that one. I thought... Ooh, it's Lamont Green. I thought Triangle was going to get open there, but he just never really did. And then I couldn't... incomplete pass. Roop couldn't hang on. I don't really want to kick the field goal here. I don't think that's the right move. And hold on, I got to call a timeout. I pressed the wrong button, and then I couldn't audible. All of the audibles were just jet touch passes. I didn't really want to do that, so... I did not mean to go for a touch pass, that's for sure. And Felix Coatney will come in for the first time. I am going to run this. They're showing me a look that looks like I can make an easy run for a first down, and I can. Felix Coatney's got a ton of room. Look at Felix Coatney go down. 19 yards on a big 4th down. It's fun to see Felix Coatney out there. Because we've seen the moments from it as Bo Jackson's able to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. We've seen Felix Coatney a little bit through the first couple years he's been on campus, but with Lenore Sellers and then now Bryce Underwood, he's kind of gotten pushed around, so we made him a running back for this year because we didn't want him to transfer. We promised him playing time. We didn't promise him where he'd be playing on the field. But he's on the field. He's playing a lot, so he's not going to transfer this year. And then next year, he's more than likely going to move to quarterback again and be our guy. Jamie Furio, 335 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Gator quarterback. All right. We got a new Tim Tebow out here. Florida finally found their guy. No more DJ Lagway. I don't know. We will find out how good he actually is. That's a big play from Enrique Kiernan. Gain of only 1 on the handoff. They've got a star underneath their running back. They got 2 wide receivers with stars. This Florida team is pretty good. There's a reason they're number 6 in the country. That's a lob, and it's going to be knocked incomplete. Good job. I kind of wanted an interception there, but that's fine. Oh, that's right. They've got A.K. Deer. We went after A.K. Deer. It was between us and Florida to get A.K. Deer's services, as Jalen Brown almost gets the sack on the quarterback, and he steps out of bounds, thank God. But it was between us and Florida for A.K. Deer in the transfer portal, and A.K. chose, obviously, the Gators. It's nice to see the repercussions of that now. I didn't know we were going to have to play Florida. I forgot about that. We force a 3-and-out on the Gators, and we get the football back, thankfully. Let's see if we can take a big lead here. Take a 2-score lead. That'd be really nice. Coatney's going to get the handoff, and he's going to get a couple. I was hoping for a little bit better blocking than that, but that's okay. Let's just go with a play-action Y cross, because I'm looking at Joseph Vildor. I'm looking at other people. We'll see. There's the fake. There's the hold, and there's the Vildor catch. But it's coming back. A holding call is devastating. I hate holding calls so much. I really do. It's John Wells, the sophomore right tackle, who was one of the guys we brought in the portal. And he gets called for. It's 2nd and 17 now. Handoff. Bo Jackson's going to get nowhere. That was a waste of a down. Shouldn't have done that. And now, look at this, man. I mean, the holding call destroyed this drive. The crowd is so loud. It's number 7, toughest place to play, presented by Lowe's. That's swatted away. I thought I could maybe get that over his head. That was a really good cover play by J.D. Tompkins. and we got to punt the ball back. We had a first down, and it's taken away by an effing holding call. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. So here we go. Back on defense. Just got to keep doing the same thing we did on the first drive, and we do that right there. Only a gain of 1 for AK. He's going nowhere. Maybe he's going to realize he chose the wrong team. He should have come play for the Gamecocks. Oh, the pass rush is immaculate, and it's Joshua Wood. Who else but Joshua Wood? He has really come into his own. Sophomore year, he was great, and now his junior year, he's even better. He's really turning into a great defensive lineman. They're gonna go deep, one-on-one. Just knock it down. It's Moss. It's unbelievable. I gotta stop. Stop it, Juice. I gotta stop trying to go for these random interceptions. Just play defense. That was so my fault. It's not even funny. And now AK Deer scores a touchdown on the very next play. All I had to do was press square, jump up, and swat the ball down. That's all I had to do. Or even like get an animation where I tackle the receiver as he's catching it and he drops it on the hit. That's all I had to do. Instead, I get greedy, I go for the interception, I don't even get an animation, and then when I do, I'm behind him 5 yards. He gets an easy catch unguarded, and it's unbelievable. That happens way too often. And I'm tired of it. So I got to stop. But I keep thinking that what if I get an interception? Then I can turn this game around even more. But I got to stop it. I'm stupid. If I could just be smarter, we wouldn't have these problems. I wouldn't be in these situations. But I'm dumb. Jorvonte, another big first down for him. Let's go with a zone fake. We might not even get this off before the quarter ends. I'm going to snap it here. We'll see. We're going to motion, and just barely, right as it hits triple zeros, Coatney's got it, and Felix Coatney's got the first down at the end of the first quarter. Florida should not have 7 points, I'll tell you that much. They should not have tied this game, but they did, and we got to try to stop this team. I think we can, but maybe now that they got a touchdown, that's going to give them some confidence. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But I don't like being in the rain here, that's for sure. All right, start of the second quarter. Let's get moving here. Let's do the dang thing. Let's do some things here. Handoff, Coatney's got room. Felix Coatney, another first down. Lorenzo Cowan injured for the Gators. One of their linebackers, it looks like. Jorvonte in press coverage is interesting, but I think that safety is going to help, and he is. So we'll just hit Tyroop and get a couple yards on that one. Only 2 first downs for Florida, and they've got 7 points. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. I'm going to try to fit that in there. That's a tight throw, and it's going to be pass interference. We get bailed. That ball should not have been as high as it was. I didn't even hit like a high point on that. It just sailed over the head. And it's a pass interference on J.D. Tompkins, the guy that swatted down that third down pass on the previous drive. We get bailed out of that. We're going to roll. We're going to roll. We're going to fire. It's going to be out of reach again. Bryce Underwood, 2 passes in a row where he's just not accurate. I don't know if it's because I'm hitting the yellow on the run. Maybe Bryce doesn't have a very good throw on the run. I'm not sure. There's a big catch for Devontae Weeks. We're going to run a hurry up. We're going to call a mesh. Got to give some options here. And the option's going to be Devontae. Just sit down on it. That was a little bit of a high ball. Underwood loves throwing high balls in the orange. I didn't think the orange or the yellow meant it was going to be a high ball, but that's like 3 times now he's thrown in the yellow. He's gotten orange releases or yellow releases, and they've been high. Timeout called by the Gators already? We got 5:41 to go in the quarter. They must not have liked what they saw on defense. They wanted to get some new guys out there, some fresh legs, as we head to 2nd and goal from the 7. Handoff, Bo, and Bo is in easy, untouched. Bo Jackson. That's number 2 for Bo today. We take the lead back. It really should be 14-0, but we're not going to talk about it. And we will try to get back to what we did on that first drive against Florida, not the second drive. As Gabe Battle sends this one away. UCLA is number 4 in the country. That's kind of crazy. Big hit stick? Not really. Not really. All right, defense. Let's play ball. Let's play some football. Hand off to A.K. Deer. He's going nowhere. Loss of 1 on the play. Okoronkwo was a part of it. It might even have been Robinson in there too. I'm not sure 100% who was in there, but another handoff to Deer, and Deer's going to have room, and he's got space. A.K. Deer. Way too good blocking on the edge there. Way too good at blocking. Got to be able to shed some of those blocks and get in, force some pressure. Cannot let him get the outside like that. He's too dangerous. Quarterback's going to keep it. He goes down immediately. Robinson not fooled. I'm telling you, Jordan Robinson is a freak. With that speed and athleticism and the acceleration he's got, he's a freak. Quarterback's got time. Furio in the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. Big first down across midfield. Jamie Furio just letting it sling. Unbelievable. Cannot have that happen. We get gashed too quickly like that. Oh, what a throw. What a catch. All right, now the Gators are starting to go after us. Now the Gators are starting to show that they are the number 6 team in the country. They're starting to sling the rock a little bit. Hand off to Deer. Kiernan blows it up. Enrique Kiernan coming on. He's coming on strong now. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13 now. It's going to be a screen pass. Kiernan's right there. He's not fooled. Loss of 4. It's 3rd and 17. Kiernan not fooled by the screen pass. They just keep backing themselves up. Joshua Wood trying to make a rush. Quarterback's got time. Time runs out quickly. Incomplete. Lavrone got in there and forced that. And we forced them back so far that they can't take the chance of kicking the field goal in the rain. They're going to punt it back to us. As long as they don't pin me like in the 5. Okay, they're going to pin me in the end zone for a touchback. Perfect. Perfecto. That was a really good defensive drive, though. Enrique Kiernan comes up clutch twice. Makes the tackle for loss and then the other tackle for loss on the screen pass. And then Lavrone with the big, throw that away, please. Oh, it's going to be intentional grounding. The play action didn't work. It really didn't. I shouldn't have called it, to be honest, but I saw square open, but if I would have thrown that, I feel like I would have gotten intercepted if I would have thrown it. So I couldn't in good faith throw that. And now, I don't know what it is about these freaking drives recently, but it feels like all of my drives end because of back-breaking penalties. And I pressed the wrong button. I thought that the screen was R1. It was not. It was triangle. So we will punt it back to the Gators. It's just a punt fest right now in the rain. Oh, I don't know if I would have got the first down anyway with the screen, but I pressed R1 thinking he was R1. It was not. He was triangle. I should have known that. I don't like that they switch between R1 and triangle. Make it one or the other. Always. Oops. Make it one or the other. Don't keep changing it on me. 2nd and 5. Can the defense step up? That's going to be a handoff to Deer, and Jaylen Brown blows it up in the backfield, thankfully. There was kind of like a little hesitation from AK. He didn't hit the hole as explosively as he needed to, and that wound up affecting his run there and allowing Jaylen Brown to catch him. Deep ball, got to go for the swat here. Just play the ball, swat it, touchdown, got mossed. I went for the swat. What am I supposed to do? I feel like I can't play off of 50-50 balls anymore. I've lost my edge. Every single time there's a one-on-one ball, I always lose it, it feels like. I can't intercept it because I don't get animations, apparently. I don't know if I hit it early or what, but I don't get animations. And then if I go for the swat, that stuff happens where he just doesn't jump for the ball and he just tackles the guy after he's already caught it. I feel like I can't win with 50-50 balls right now. I don't know why I've gone in this slump, but I'm on it, and I don't know how to get out of it. I am completely and utterly confused on how to defend against jump balls. It's so weird. I don't usually feel this way. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Like, I don't know, I don't feel confident when I defend against a jump ball anymore. I used to be able to, like, oh yeah, I can just knock that down and intercept that easy. But I've gone on a streak of just not doing well at all again defending against jump balls. And it's kind of embarrassing. And it's hurting my my team. That's a big play from Lincoln Cure, though, to get the first down. It's hurting the team because it's allowing these defenses, or it's allowing these offenses to get points they shouldn't have. Florida has 14 points they shouldn't have. Good job, Underwood, sliding up there, get the first down. Let's go with the screen. I'm going to remember what button it is this time. So now this time it's R1. Well, now you tell me. Oh, they defended it pretty well, but thankfully I got a block there really quickly. We'll call a timeout. Bo's able to get a few yards. We got to put a touchdown on the board here before halftime. It just has to happen. 30 seconds and a timeout. I think that's possible. It's possible to put a touchdown on the board here. Just got to get lucky. We're going to go to Devontae Weeks. He's going to run out of bounds. 25 seconds. We're very close. Very close. This might be a scramble opportunity if the right situation. It's going to have to be taking a sack there. You can't take a sack. You can't. It is a wasted timeout, and now we have no more. He just got in the backfield too quickly. I couldn't do anything about it. It's a one-handed catch. Did you see that? I know we got to go quickly for the time, but I feel like we got to give credit to that one-handed catch. Was that Devontae Weeks, the former #1 overall prospect in high school? Wow, he just goes up and snags it. He said, that's my ball. It was a high ball from Bryce Underwood, but Devontae said, that's mine. That's legitimately insane. That's an insane catch from Devontae Weeks. That's really insane. Wow. Devontae said, that's going to be mine. Thank you. And he snatched it. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we got to go. We got under 10 seconds to go. No timeouts. I feel like I got to scramble in. Yeah, it's got to be a scramble. Bryce Underwood's going to take it with 1 second left. He hurdles a cameraman and scores the tutty on the ground with 2 seconds remaining. Somehow we got a touchdown on the board there. I was worried that I was going to have to throw it and we were going to get stopped short and then we were going to just miss our opportunity, but thankfully we were able to get in. There was enough space for Underwood to scramble. And we will lead at half. And I think Florida gets the ball? I'm pretty sure. Yes, Florida does get the ball to start the second half. So that's a huge touchdown. To go into the halftime locker room up by a touchdown. That's really big. We needed something. We needed something big happen there. Ooh, that's a hit stick, but it doesn't really affect him, and never does. I'd love to see UCLA get upset by, I think they're playing Maryland. That'd be a big upset. I know Maryland's ranked 2, but it'd be a big upset. They're number 6, I think. Or no, 5. Or something. I forget what they are. Enrique Kiernan sack? Yes, Enrique Kiernan sacks the quarterback. All right, we're getting decent pressure in the backfield. It's not as consistent as I would like, but it's pretty good. It's better than it usually is. They're going to motion. Are they going to give it to him? No, it's a handout to Deere, and he's able to get nothing. He's able to avoid losing more yards, I guess, but he gets nothing positive on the play, and it's a 3rd and 18 for Furio and the Gators. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Can't get there. Just tackle him, thank you. Big tackle, 4th and 7. What a response. We score a touchdown, and the first play, or the first drive of the second half, the Gators have to punt on 4th down. Needed it. Needed it. Wilbur, Alan Wilbur, look at the movement. Look at the movement from Alan Wilbur. That's a really good punt return from him. Could have been better. I think I screwed it up a little bit, but hey, that was a really, really good punt return from Alan Wilbur. He wanted more playtime. He's getting playtime on the punt returns. And here comes the offense back onto the field. I'm waiting. I have it. Finally intercepted by the Gators. Did I not have that? Should I have gone high point? Did I not have that? I was waiting for him. I saw him the whole time. But I thought at this point there was enough separation where he wasn't going to be able to animate on it, and he got it. Should I have high pointed that? I don't know. That's an unnecessary interception, especially on the first play of the drive. And it gives Florida all the momentum. That's unfortunate. Man, AK Deer cannot do anything. Timeout by us. Somebody's injured, I think. It looks like Justin Okoronkwo because they showed his wear and tear. That's not good. Okoronkwo's down. That means Kevin Lavrone will come in. Nice, highly touted freshman. Drop pass. Good tackle. That might have been Robinson who stopped that. And it's a 3rd down and 10 for the Gators. That's a very annoying interception I threw there. Got to tackle him. Bring him down. Bring him down. You cannot allow him to spin off the tackle like that. You just can't do it. You got to tackle him. What do we even do in practice if we're not practicing our tackling? AK Deer again. This time he's got decent blocks. He breaks off a tackle. Why can we not tackle? My God. That is one thing that I hate. I absolutely despise broken tackles. Or missed tackles, I guess. I'm gonna lose my mind, dog. We've gone from a really good tackling team to forgetting how to wrap up anybody. That's just a missed tackle by me. That's not a missed tackle by the game. And AK Deer's going to score a touchdown here. I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to get angry, even though I want to throw something out of a 1,000,000-story building. I want to go to the Burj Khalifa, and I want to jump out of it right now. Oh, God. I have kept Florida in this game because of stupid mistake after 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 stupid effing mistake. Florida should not be in this game, and yet they are because I'm stupid. I really didn't think he'd be able to pick that off. I thought I had enough separation. I guess I should have high pointed it. I didn't think I needed to. I thought there was enough room for him not to be able to get the ball, but he clearly got it. This crowd is loud. I can't even see what plays I called. I remember the play, but I can't even see it. Vildor's down the field. That ball should get to him. It's held on to by Joseph Vildor. If only that ball was thrown a little bit harder, he could have just run after the catch and got a touchdown there. But hey, he held on to it. I can't complain. He's a beast. This one I'm not gonna throw. I'm just gonna take the yardage. I'm not gonna give number 15 another interception. That'd just be stupid. That would just be stupid. So we're just gonna take the yardage. 1st and 10. Hand off. Bo Jackson. He's already got 2 touchdowns today. Let's keep moving. Let's keep on keeping on. Hand off Bo. He's got blocks. Bo Jackson. What tackling. Hardy Watts injured on the play. That was phenomenal tackling to keep him out of the end zone there. I thought he was going to roll his way in. And Bo is denied. A linebacker got in there unblocked and was able to stop me. Timeout Florida. I hate when the CPU calls timeouts like that. They just don't want me to do any hurry-ups at the goal line. They always call timeouts. But I'm going to do it anyway. Bo Jackson for number 3 on the day, giving us the lead back. I mean, we should be up by 3 scores at this point. Well, we are up by 1 touchdown, and there's 1:54 to go in the quarter. There's a spin move. There's a hit stick that didn't work. And now our defense comes back onto the field, which cannot tackle for some reason. We've completely and it's not even the rain. We can't tackle in dry weather. AK Deer's got 100 yards, and that's the most fraudulent 100-yard game I've ever seen in my life. He doesn't deserve to have 20 yards, let alone 100. He has not played good enough. That's got to be a hit stick. How does the quarterback shrug off a hit stick, bro? Do hit sticks mean nothing? God, this game, man. I really just don't like it. Gotta blow that up. Yes, Jordan Robinson. Other than like 3 runs, AK Deer has done absolutely nothing today, and yet he has 100 yards. Gotta get to him. Gotta get to him. Joshua Wood can't sack the quarterback, but he throws it away. All by himself, 3rd and 12. Gotta stop him. Gotta stop him here. No first downs allowed. Jaylen Brown gets pushed to the ground, but he's up. Jaylen Brown's back up on his feet. Did he not go down? He sacks the quarterback. I could have sworn that he fell to the ground, and then I took my eyes off him. What happened here? Oh, he gets pushed like the normal animation usually is, but number 50, the offensive lineman, actually kept him on his feet because he got pushed into him. So then he gets engaged into the block again, and then the quarterback runs into him for a sack. Wow. Talk about luck. I thought I was just going to have to move on to another defensive lineman because, as usual, my edge rushers get pushed off to the ground by the offensive lineman. But that is a huge play that he got pushed into the Gator offensive lineman that kept him on his feet. Wow. Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. And now we are under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Coatney's got it. Coatney's going to try to get some extra yards and run this clock down. Can we finally... Is this the drive that we take advantage for the first time and actually build a lead? My God. Feels like every time we stop them, force a punt, get an interception, whatever it may be, we just cannot capitalize. I'm going to scramble. I got enough speed. I needed that block to be thrown, and I got it. Probably at the risk of a couple extra yards, but we needed that block to be thrown, and we got it. So we take it into the 4th quarter. We have a 1-possession lead. I'm looking for a 2nd possession. We are all hot, though. That's pretty good. As Bo's trying to squeeze through the line. We've kind of taken the crowd out of this. Not fully yet. They're starting to get loud now. But we've kind of taken the crowd out of it. Coatney's going to have a decent run for a first. Good job. I just don't like these. It's all play action. It's just all play action, and I'm not a big fan of play action, especially in these spots. I don't even know what else I'm not a big fan of. Speed options, but I'm going to call it anyway. Bo Jackson's going to get a couple yards out of it. You know what? I'll take it. I was not a fan of that play, but that's really all that I had. So we called it. It works enough. And it's just play action after play action after play action. This offensive coordinator really likes play action. I think Coatney's open. He is. He's wide. Felix Coatney will spin move action. All right, that worked. That wasn't my intended receiver, but he ended up being wide open. Got to take that. Got to take it when it's given to you. Handoff Bo. Trying to bounce it outside. That was the wrong idea. They had it covered. The Grant Bierman is the player. I bet he's fun at parties. Oh, I think I can layer that in there. Yes, I can. It's Lincoln Cure. Touchdown Gamecocks. Beautiful route from Lincoln Cure. Beautiful ball from Bryce Underwood. And it's a 2-possession lead over the Gators on the road. I was just waiting for somebody to get open. I noticed it. I'm just glad I didn't get... Oh, I didn't mean to press the button. My finger slipped. I was trying to like readjust my hand on the controller, and I pressed X on accident. That sucks. That gives the Florida Gators a really good position to start this drive. That really blows. But with only 2 timeouts in the quarter and 3:45 to go, it's going to be tough for them to score 2 times. They're going to go to the flat. He's going to step out of bounds, run into the Gatorade station. Only pick up 5 yards, though. Motion to receiver. There's the snap. Handoff to AK Deer, who carries a guy for a first down. You know what? That's the first legitimately good run AK Deer's had today. That was a really decent run. He carried a guy for like 4 extra yards. Oh, we really should have sacked the quarterback, but the tight end dropped it. Or the receiver, whoever that is. The ball might have been a little bit slippery, a little bit wet. Couldn't get a grip on it. He is wearing gloves. That might make it a little trickier. But he dropped it, and it's incomplete. That's a big-time tackle. 3rd and 7. They're obviously going to go for it, so we got to play for 4-down territory here. If we're able to stop him here on 3rd down. Kiernan can't get there. He's going to go for it all, but it's out of bounds. Almost intercepted, but he wouldn't have got his feet in bounds. And here is 4th down. That was a wasted down by Furio there. I don't know what he was thinking. A wasted down, and now it's 4th and 7. Possibly game on the line here. Furio steps in the pocket. He climbs it. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Again, didn't get a very good animation, but thankfully it didn't come back to hurt me that time. And now here's the time where we run the clock down. Just a couple of first downs. Gators are going to use their 2 timeouts. Just got to get a couple of first downs. We can win this ball game. Going on the road in swamp territory and beating the Gators by 2 scores when they're number 6 in the country is certainly a very quality win. They've used all their timeouts, so they've got the 2-minute warning. That's it. I'm going to take this to Ty Roop, and he's going to get the first down. That's backbreaking. Absolutely backbreaking for the Gator fans as they're realizing their game might be coming to an end here. Bo Jackson gets a handoff. He's not going to get much, but that'll take us to the 2-minute. 77 yards and 3 touchdowns is kind of a weird game for Bo, but Florida was doing a really good job of stopping the run today, so it makes sense. Coatney had a good day too. But now all we got to do is just get to 000s. Look at Bo Jackson, his first big run of the day. Comes with a minute 55 to go in the game. And now we can afford to kneel it, which we will. And we will win 35-21. A 2-score lead on the road against the number 6 team in the country is definitely a good score. Hopefully that'll keep the recruits impressed and to keep the recruits interested. And we will move on to, week number 5, I think, right? Yeah, week number 5 is coming up next. Let's advance and see what happens. There's a good chance we could be the number 2 team in the country right now because Georgia had a bye week, so we could just jump them because we beat Florida. All right, we're staying number 1 for a few 5 stars. That's good. But Alfonso Provo, I don't know what's going to happen with him. Forget about being the number 2 team in the country. We are number 1. Did Louisville lose? Louisville must have lost. They did. Duke. Oh, no, they won. They did. We just jumped them because we beat Florida. I guess they were playing an unranked Duke team. We played the number 6 team in the country at the time. How far did Florida fall? They fell to number 14. And Georgia then so everybody just gets bumped down 1. Louisville moves down to 2. Georgia moves down to 3. We move all the way up to 1. Wow. I guess that's what happens when you beat a team that's in the top 10. And you beat them by 2 scores. We don't have anybody in the Heisman race. But we do have some points to spend on recruiting. Kentucky's also undefeated. We've been passed by Alabama. Well, that's not good, is it? We're going to have to switch to a hard sell. I probably should have switched to a hard sell last week. I didn't know Alabama was going to go so hard and get such massive influence. The only problem is I don't know what his thing is going to be. He likes Coach Prestige, but that's one of the things we already know about. There's too many opportunities. It could be house call. It could be aspirational goals. I think we're going to have to take the risk and say it's going to be aspirational goals. We could be wrong on that, and that might end up losing us the recruitment. Because look at the amount of influence Alabama just got right there. That's going to be a tough one now. We did jump into the lead for Trevor Darling, which is nice. Martin Baguette. I know it's probably Baguette, but I'm going to call him Baguette because I think it's funnier. We're going to get him on campus against Southern Miss because it only costs 20, so that's pretty helpful. And should I go for the hard sell on him? Probably, if I can figure out which one it's going to be. It is going to be, not that one. It's going to be probably Sunday Player. Ooh, it also could be Conference Legend. Which one do we think it's going to be? I'm going to say Sunday Player. I'm going to say Sunday player. Hopefully that's true. We get passed on by Notre Dame for Derek Biscotti. We can try a hard sell for him. I told you, man, these recruitments are going to be difficult to win. They are going to be difficult to win. It could be that one, Sunday player. It's probably, I think it's only Sunday player, so that's good. So Derek Biscotti will try to get back in the race for him. Yosefa Pena, we've been passed on for. Man, everybody's just passing us. I don't like it one bit. I think it can only be the clocked in one. Yeah, it's clocked in. So we'll try to repass LSU for him. Although LSU has a platinum pipeline, that's probably not going to go well. Georgia has a week 8 visit, but we have a week 7 for Alfonso Provo, the cousin of Marquez Provo, who we have on our team already. We'll see if we can bring him in. Jalen Toon, we have him on a week 8. Oh, he's just going to commit to Georgia, isn't he? 100% going to commit to Georgia. I don't even think there's anything I can do about it. I can try to get a hard sell to maybe force a recruiting battle, but it's almost indefinite that he's going to choose. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's almost indefinite that he's going to choose Georgia. So that sucks. Matthias Dykes, we can try to get on campus possibly. Maybe do a hard sell as well. Basically, everybody that we can do a hard sell for, we probably should do. It's probably primetime player. Is there any other one it can be? Yes, it could also be Star Search, but it's rarely ever Star Search, isn't it? Yeah, it's rarely ever Star Search. It's got to be primetime player. Let's get that there, and then let's schedule a visit. So we got to get him on a complimentary most likely, but I don't see anybody else. We have so many corners on the board, and that's going to be causing competitive visits. Let's just do week 9 against Oregon State, against the Beavs, and we'll put him on playing time. We've got Manny Cutler. We can't get a visit scheduled just yet, but we're looking pretty comfortable for him right now. Same thing with Rashad Wells. We might be able to do a hard sell for him. No, we can't. We can't do a hard sell. We'll just do 50 hours then. We're still looking good on these guys. Still looking good on you. Storm Dubois, we can get on visit. And we can get him on a complimentary with Pena, which is nice. So we'll do brand exposure for him. And I'll probably add the rest of my hours to him. We did jump Oregon for Alonzo Matty, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's add the last 15 hours to Storm Dubois. There we go. So week 7 and week 8 are huge weeks coming up. But that is not right now. Right now we got the Kentucky game. How's the stats looking? That's the career stats. I didn't want to see that. The season stats, I've thrown 2 interceptions, 10 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. That's solid right now. Pretty solid. Bo and Coatney have done a pretty good job. Bo's got 6 touchdowns, which is pretty crazy. Playing style is Bo Jackson's deal breaker. What is our playing? What's the playing style for Bo? If we go to my school, all of the runners, so yards per game, yards per game, yards per game, and he's not a north-south receiver. So I think it's just we have to get more rushing yards. I'm pretty sure is what we need to do, right? Because what's his archetype? He is an east-west playmaker, which I'm pretty sure that means rushing yards, right? He's an east-west playmaker. Which means rushing yards per game. We're averaging 135. We need to get more than that. Okay. We're pretty close. We just slipped under B+. We need to get closer to that because Bo Jackson's at risk of transferring. So, yeah, we need to run the ball against Kentucky, it looks like. We should be able to win this game. I wouldn't think Kentucky would give us much of a fight, but they're undefeated, and, I mean, they're an SEC school, so I guess they could be tough, but we'll see if we can beat them down. And we will go with, let's go with the throwback helmet, but the white jerseys. And the throwback pants. Do we have throwback jersey other than the garnet one? I don't think we do. No, let's just go with the regular white and then the throwback helmet and stuff. And we will move on to this Kentucky game.
When you have number 1 beside your
All right, a little evening SEC football here in Lexington, Kentucky. Are they in Lexington? I don't even know. Wherever they're at in Kentucky, who cares? It's Kentucky, nobody cares. We're taking him on. We got to get Bo Jackson involved. He wants rushing yards per game. We're going to get him rushing yards per game. So here we go. We are going to run the football down the throat of the Kentucky Wildcats. They're a basketball school anyway. They don't know what it's like to be a football school, as Coatney gets some big yardage. Now, luckily for us, it doesn't have to be Bo Jackson specifically getting the yards. It just has to be our team has to average it. So Coatney can play and average a bunch of yards if he wants to. And the blocking seems to be pretty good. Coatney with a little juke move. He breaks a tackle. Coatney! All right, the quarterback's got a little bit of juice in him, I see. Love to see it. And here comes Bo for the first time. I love when the game has a player, like the starter in your lineup, come out for the little cinematic at the beginning to get ready for the play. But then the play you call will switch the player because on the formation or whatever. It's always funny to me. It happens a lot in East Delaware Dynasty because we switch quarterbacks a lot because we have different formations. So it happens a lot with Tanner Applewhite and Kenny Garnett. That's a big first down, though. We might exclusively run the ball today. It might, well, maybe not exclusively. We might heavily run the football. And I forgot, Kentucky, this isn't an SEC game anymore. Kentucky got dropped down to the Sun Belt. I just noticed on their field. They got the Sun Belt logo on their field. They fell out of the SEC due to promotion relegation. They had a bad season last year, and they fell down. I forgot about that. Well, now they're 4-0, so they're starting their climb back up. Good for them, at least. They can get back in. It's not like once you're in relegation, you can never get back up. If you have a good enough season, you're the best team in your conference, you can get called back up. But I forgot that we moved them down, so this isn't even an SEC game. Didn't even realize that. And unfortunately, we get called for a BS holding call like we always do. And it's 4th and 3, but I'm not going to punt this ball or I'm not going to kick this ball for a field goal. We're going to go for it on 4th down and 3, and we're going to get stopped because we're a bunch of... Michael Merdinger. What a name. He's the Kentucky quarterback. The fact that Felix Coatney did not get that first down is just infuriating. But here we go. We had a decent defense, at least the defensive line, performance against Florida, and I'm hoping we can have the same. There's Robinson shutting down the running back. All right, if we can keep doing that, we did that a lot against AK Deer. If we can keep doing it against Kentucky's running back, I'll be happy about that for sure. Kiernan trying to make the rush. He's not going to get there, but a nice tackle. And it is 3rd down and 7. 3rd down in a decent ways. They're going to motion receiver. They're going to go to him. No, it's a running back. They motion back into the backfield. But then they throw him back to the other side of the field. Just gives him some cardio right now. As Joshua Wood tries to make a beat on the quarterback. And they give him the first down. They say the ball got across the line of scrimmage. Or the first down line. I thought Joshua Wood was going to get to the quarterback. He almost did. Arguably should have. Another handout to the running back. I missed the tackle and he gets yardage. I completely just flew right by him. Of course I did. Of course I did. Georgia wins again. I think Louisville, I saw Louisville won again too. So the top teams in the country are winning games. And we got to win games to stay ahead of them. Another 3rd down and decent. They've had a 3rd and 7 and now a 3rd and 5. They keep on keeping on. Somebody get to the quarterback. He cannot have this room. I thought it was going to be pass interference for sure. It's overthrown. I don't know why I thought that ball was closer and you could make more of a play on it. It was really heavily overthrown. Here comes Alan Wilbur to return. And Alan Wilbur didn't really even get a block from number 4. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. And here comes the offense. We kind of let ourselves down there when we didn't get that conversion on 4th. But we come back and try to dominate here. I'm just going to scramble with Bryce Underwood. It seems like the best way to do it. Underwood get the first down. And we will come back with a handoff here. Come back with a handoff. Coatney's in the game. There it is. Coatney slips through. He's got a couple yards. 5 for 33. They want me to really run a screen pass, don't they? They're really pushing the old screen pass on me. I think I'm just going to hit Devontae Weeks right there. He's got a big first down. Good job, Devontae. And that's going to end the first quarter. It's going to end the first quarter. A little bit of underthrown balls behind him a little bit, but it worked out. Nobody was around him to affect it. We got a gyrating Wildcat on my screen right now. 62 rushing yards through a quarter. Not too bad. Not too bad. We just got to raise that average up a little bit more. And it works with anything. Quarterback scrambles, anything like that. So I'm pretty sure it works with quarterback scrambles. It's just all around rushing yards, I'm pretty sure. Bo Jackson, good job. Let's get a little flood halfback swing out here. But they're going to press up on Vildor. That might be a mistake. That might be your worst mistake you've ever made, although they're going to cover it with double coverage. So we'll just hit Bo out of the backfield here. I thought you might made a mistake right there covering, leaving Bo in press coverage, but Vildor in press coverage. But they played it well. They guarded it well. Cody will take the read option. Tanner Smith injured on the play. First time an offensive lineman for us has been hurt in a while. All right, don't like that at all. I'll just take the, you know what? I'll take the speed option. I thought that I had more room than I did. I'll take it. I probably should have ended up hitting the pass. Nobody's on Gervonta Springs. Okay, now somebody's coming over him. I thought for a second they were just going to leave him uncovered. I was like, that is horrible defense if you do that. Devontae Weeks gets the first down. The fact that number 24 is able to catch him, a little annoying. Little annoying. I like Vildor on this one. Vildor sounds like a movie villain. Vildor. 2nd and 4 after his big catch. We'll hand the ball to Coatney. And Coatney will have a touchdown. Felix Coatney. The blocking just lined up really perfectly right there. And he did get lucky on that initial tackle attempt. I think I probably should have gotten brought down by him, but I didn't. And we will take a 7-0 lead. Okay. That was a good drive. We got some good yardage, both on the ground and through the air. And now the defense will come back out. Hopefully we can do some similar things as the first drive and get some pressure on the quarterback. Maybe force some incomplete passes. Some tackles for loss would be nice. We'll see. And Kiernan almost blew up that run. Robinson's able to shut it down for a gain of 3, but Kiernan almost blocked the offensive lineman into the running back. That would have been pretty awesome. Ooh, they're going to go out to the running back out of the backfield here. He gets a couple yards, but it's 3rd and 2. Do I bring a blitz on 3rd and 2 is the question, though. No, I think I'm going to let it ride. We're going to let it ride with what we got. They're going to motion, and it's going to be a keeper. What are you doing? Okoronkwo shuts it down. Why would they go with a quarterback designed to run on that play? Doesn't seem like the right move. Maybe that's why they're in the Sun Belt. Their punter will send it back to us. Wilbur's back to return it. He's got blockers in front of him. And Wilbur, decent return, one of his better ones. And let's go back on offense, baby. Let's go back on offense, baby. I hate that the only place you can audible out of this motion is more motion. And more jet touch passes. There's Bo Jackson. Wow, I thought that was going to open up more. All right, it didn't. Here comes Coatney. A lot of subbing in and out for Jackson and Coatney. Coatney's got good blocks ahead of him. Why is Coatney getting way better blocks than Bo Jackson? Strange. But, I mean, our offensive linemen are pancaking guys in front of Coatney. But Bo, he's getting shut down immediately. Oh, this could be beautiful if it ends up working. And it will. Gervonta Springs. This play is his bread and butter right here. The 2-minute timeout appears. But that's the bread and butter for Gervonta. Just get out in the run for Underwood. Hit it easy. I think I might hit Coatney here. He's got room, and Coatney might have another touchdown. Oh, good tackle. Down at the 1. That was a really good tackle from the safety or corner, whoever it was. Timeout called by Kentucky with 1:53 to go. They want to try to save as much time as possible for themselves. We'll see if we can punch in with Bo. And Bo is in. Touchdown, Bo Jackson. The way Bo's going, I mean, what? We're 5 games into the season right now? 4 games into the season, whatever it is. The way Bo's going, he might break the rushing touchdown record for South Carolina. He's already got 11, I think. So, he's going crazy. He is going crazy. They're going to return this one. He's going to get missed. And that's a big hit, but he holds on to the football. Of course he does. All right, defense, let's keep playing good. We've been playing really, really good. We've been getting pressure on the quarterback. We've been getting tackles for loss. We've been getting good run stuffing. We've been doing a really good job here. Let's just keep it going. That's another one. Only a gain of 1 on that one. Jason Patterson's got no room to work. Just keep it going. Kieran can't find anything there. I missed the tackle because I always do. I missed that tackle too. This is broken into a touchdown run. How in the wide world of sports did that end up being a touchdown? I missed 1 tackle and it's a touchdown? Where's the rest of my defense? Where's the help? How do I miss 1 tackle and he's got a touchdown from 85 yards? Well, 84 yards because I think he got 1 yard on the run. That doesn't make much sense, does it? Well, that's just a bunch of stupid. Wilbur's back to return. Wilbur with a solid return. Wilbur's doing pretty good on both kick return and punt return. He's got just enough speed to where you think he might break one. I don't really like anything here. Oh, finally, triangle opened up. I was waiting forever for him to get there. Devontae Weeks, big catch. I was waiting forever for him to just break free and get open. I'm going to hold on to this. And I really wanted better blocking, but you know what? I'll take it. We're going to hurry up, and we're going to go with an all-go. I'm looking at Vildor, but I'm also looking at Lincoln Cure. I'm going to find Lincoln Cure, and he's going to drop it because, of course, he is. I tried to throw it far to the outside so that he might have a chance to, like, run away from the guy. That didn't happen. So it's 3rd down and 4. It's the first missed pass of the day for Underwood, though. First down Weeks. We'll call our first timeout. 21 seconds left. How do we want to play this? Maybe a high-low dig. I've never seen that route that Wilbur's going to run. I've never seen that work. So I'm not even going to look at it, really. All I'm going to do here is... Wow, I screwed that all up. Wow, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I can't even comprehend how dumb I am right now. It's not even computing. I just ran into my own guy and fell down. God, I am just the worst. Luckily, Lincoln Cure is able to get a touch or get a out of bounds there. Why am I so bad? I literally ran into my own guy. What am I doing? I just couldn't make up my mind on where I wanted to scramble, and it ended up costing me. That is a drop pass. Man. I was hoping he'd catch that. This is a harsh angle. I think I have a right angle on this. Did I push it too far? Did it go in? It went in! I thought I pushed it too far to the right. I ended up almost not pushing it far enough. It doinks and through. Wow, I don't usually get the benefit of a doink. It doesn't usually go my way, but that time it did. That's super lucky right there. And we will go into the half up 17-7. I'll take it. 17-7. It could be worse, could be better. But a 17-7 lead is not too bad, and we will send the football back to the Wildcats for the first time to start the second half. Just got to keep playing defense. That last drive where they scored, that's an anomaly. That one is not how our defense usually plays. For some reason, I missed 1 tackle, and he's got nobody around him to tackle him for 80 yards. That's a big-time sack, though. Jaylen Brown gets him. Nice job. I think Enrique forced him to roll out to the other side, which in turn rolled him right into Jaylen Brown. And that's a big loss. It's going to be a screen pass. It's not a screen to the right guy, though. I didn't see that coming. That almost was like billion IQ right there. I did not see a screen to the tight end or whoever that was. 3rd and 17. Got to get rush on the quarterback. We kind of did. Just tackle him. I miss those tackles a million times out of a million. Why do I always dive like right past the guy? Why do I not dive right into him? Is it my fault? Is my depth perception not good enough? I know that it isn't, but is it my fault that I'm missing those tackles? Or is it like the camera change messing me? I don't know what it is, but I do that all the time. I did that on the play that they took for the touchdown earlier, where I thought that I lined up the dive perfectly and I dove right past him. I don't know what it is, but I miss those dives all the time, apparently. And it happened again right there. I just dived completely right past him and he gets a bunch of yards. This is another big 3rd down, though. They're going to double team Tommy Berlin. Kiernan trying to get in there. Somehow that's called a throw. That's a fumble in my books, but hey, it's whatever. He was trying to lock it up and go deep down the field for a attempted touchdown. It's not going to work. Enrique forced the ball out, and it is a punt for the Wildcats, 17-7. Got to keep this momentum going. It is almost exclusively RPOs. I'm not going with a counter, don't worry. Counter plays are retired in my book. I don't like them. They don't work very well. Oh, I have circle, but I'm just going to take the run anyway. Underwood's got the space. I could have hit circle. That might have been a smarter idea. Maybe I had a touchdown if I hit circle, but you know what? It's probably better we don't get a touchdown right now because I'm trying to take some time off. So we need to have the ball as long as possible, really. While also achieving our goal of getting more rushing yards so that Bo Jackson won't transfer after the year. It'd be really, really stupid if he transfers. Handoff. Bo's got room. Bo Jackson down the middle. All right. Good job, Bo. Coatney's got a lot of yards. Underwood's got some yards on the ground. I feel like we're doing a really good job today of running the football. As Coatney gets a 1st down right there. Let's just keep it going. Coatney's got 77. Bo's, I think, got around 70. Underwood's got probably, like, close to 50, I would think. Maybe more than that. Not sure exactly how many. But I think we're doing a good job of getting close to the raising the average up. I know it's going to have to be more than just one game, but it's a nice start as Vildor's wide open and Joseph Vildor down to the 3. You gotta cover Joseph Vildor, man. He's too dangerous. He's simply too dangerous. Handoff Bo, and Bo is in. Another touchdown for Bo Jackson. I mean, Bo knows. He knows how to find the end zone, man. He's got 50 yards. He's got a couple of touchdowns, I think, today. And that was 80 yards of mostly running. I know that last chunk was Vildor on the catch, but mostly running on that one. I'd probably say around 60 yards of running. That's a couple big tackles right there, and it is at the 13 is where Kentucky will start down 24-7. 24-7. I've noticed that Joshua Wood has been gone for a while now. I don't know what happened to him. Is he hurt? Not too sure. He's going to step out of bounds there. Only get a yard on that. That's brutal. Only get a yard. North Carolina just shut out Syracuse 30-0, by the way, if you look at the bottom. One-on-one deep ball. I cannot lose this. Intercepted Kelvin Hunter. And I hurdled because I kept pressing triangle. Finally, I win a 50-50 ball. Maybe that's the confidence booster I needed. The quarterback's looking like, what happened there? Where's the flag? But maybe that's the confidence booster I needed on the 50-50 balls. Because Lord knows I needed it. Big interception by Kelvin Hunter. The former safety turned corner. Hand off to Bo, and Bo breaks the tackle, ran over a dude, and gets more yards. I didn't even hit like a hitch stick, or a truck stick. He just did that. Bo just wanted to run over a dude, and I respect it. Handoff. Wow, what a rush from that dude. I thought I had more room. He just kind of like phased into my line of vision. Kind of annoying if you ask me. But we will head to the fourth quarter. 207 rush. They got -3. 207 rushing yards. That is definitely more than what we've been averaging. I'm hoping that is a good enough thing to boost our playing style back into positive territory for Bo. And like I said, it's only one game. We're gonna have to keep doing it regularly all season if we want to keep Bo around. But it's nice to show Bo that we can run the football when we want to. And speaking of, Underwood's going to take more yards. He's got good blocks. Bryce Underwood slides down at the 26. That's definitely helping out with Bryce Underwood scrambling. He's doing it with his legs today, not so much his arm. He's got no passing touchdowns today, which is rare. Go a little jet sweep. Vildor's got it. Blocking down the field. Vildor, first down. Can I somehow get a touchdown here? Maybe. Just maybe. Handoff Bo. I got stuck. That really slowed me down. I tried to bounce it outside. That was the wrong decision. I never know which decision it is to make. Do I cut it inside? Do I bounce it outside? Every decision I make is the wrong one. Every time I have to choose. Coatney gets a couple yards. It's 3rd and 12. Might as well try to toss one to the end zone and then kick the field goal, I guess. We'll see what gets open here. Maybe a touchdown happens. Not really. Ooh, pass interference, though. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. I didn't even try to bait a pass interference. I just kind of chucked one up. I guess maybe in the back of my mind I tried to bait a pass interference, but I did it. We got it, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Kind of huge. Kind of huge. So here we go. Bo with the handoff, and Bo's got room. Bo Jackson, end zone, touchdown again. This guy is a menace when it comes to the goal line. 3 touchdowns again for Big Bo. And Bo Lamar Jackson is cooking. 31-7, we are crushing Kentucky, just like I expected us to do. I really wish this was a home game with recruits on campus, because that would be really helpful. But instead, my stupid self scheduled all of our important recruits for the Georgia game. I'm taking a massive risk. That's going to give us the most amount of influence. It had the 3 green arrows, so it's going to give us the most amount of influence if we are able to win. It's going to help us possibly just barely get these recruits. I don't even know if we're going to get them. Georgia is winning a lot of those recruitments early. Even the camera was baited on that play action. The camera was following the running back longer than it should have. This has got to be 4 down. I mean, you're down 31-7 in the 4th quarter. It's got to be 4 down territory, right? We'll see. Oh, that's got to be intercepted. Forget about 4 down territory. Never mind. It's just incomplete, which I guess is cool, but should have been intercepted. Should have been intercepted. 4th and 5. Let's make sure they don't get this. Gotta stop him right here. Joshua Wood trying to get the sack. Can't do it. It's going to be caught by the tight end or receiver. I think it's a tight end, but no, it's receiver. Tyler Nystrom. I almost had the quarterback brought down, but he just got it away. I feel like a broken record at this point saying that stuff. But it always happens. It happens like 9 times a game. Probably more than that. He's going to roll out. That's got to be intercepted. Why did you have to play it like that? Why, Kelvin? Why? All you had to do was step in front of him. You didn't have to do like a diving acrobatic catch attempt. You could have just stepped in front of him. Maybe he slipped. I'm not sure what happened there, but he made it more difficult. Oh, we got to him again, but somehow he gets it away. The spin move worked on me again. Shocker, I know. The CPU hitting a spin move on me and it actually works? What? That's inconceivable. Oh, look at Joshua Wood's pass rush, but of course he gets it away. They give that a 1st down. These refs are very generous today with the calls they're giving the Kentucky Wildcats. I don't know if they paid off or if maybe the refs are betting on the game and they have the over on yards for Kentucky team total yards or something. I don't know what they got. But they really want the Wildcats to keep the ball, that's for sure. That's a screen pass. It's not to the person I was expecting. Is that a cross screen? I'm not sure what it was, but that's 2 times now Kentucky's called screen passes and not thrown it to the guy that I'm thinking they're going to throw it to. They threw it to the tight end the one time. They're really getting me with these screens. That's another screen. There's the tight end one again. God, they got some insane screen calls. They got some insane screen calls. 2nd and 6. It's a direct snap to the running back. He's going to hurdle and get brought down at the 6. What is happening? This game is on drugs right now in this 4th quarter. What is going on? The running back's going to get a direct snap and then hurdle. He's down. Yep, 4th and 1. Did not get the QB sneak. Did not. I think Okoronkwo kind of forced him to the ground. They're going to review it, though. Challenging the spot of the ball. I think his knee was down. And it is. 4th and 1. Here we go. This is the game for the Wildcats. If they don't get this touchdown, I mean, it's kind of already over, but if they don't get this, it's really over. If the quarterback's going to keep it, he's got a lot of room. Touchdown, Kentucky. What a call. Read option on 4th and 1 from like the 7. That's a ballsy call. But we fell for it. We went all in on the running back, and nobody was there to spy the quarterback. Where's he going? I thought he was going to roll out here. Where's he going? Where is he going? What is happening? What just... Oh my God, I hate it here. I really do. What did he do? He ran around the entire backfield to try to find an open lane. He finally did after many missed opportunities to tackle him. I'm not even sure what just went down there. Unbelievable, man. Sometimes I don't even know. I don't even know. But all we got to do is waste these last minute 54. They got all their timeouts, so they're going to use them here. And again, that was kind of like a counter play. I got to retire all those types of plays. Those plays just do not work. We lose a yard on that one. Hand off Bo. Bo's got great room. And Bo Jackson, they're going to give him inches on that. I'm pretty sure they just called that inches. So I don't get a generous call there. But Kentucky, if that would have been Kentucky, they would have gave him a first down there. I guarantee it. First down here really ends this game, you'd think. Coatney will get the first down. Kentucky calls their final timeout. That's got to be it, right? And we're going to get the QB kneel opportunity. 31-15. We go on the road, beat Kentucky. We beat them about as well as we should have. Now, obviously, they got that last-second touchdown and two-point conversion to make it look a little bit closer than it really was. But we end up with a win anyway. So 2 big wins. But next episode, man, I know we have Southern Mississippi first, and nobody really cares about that game. But that Week 7 game against Georgia, man, whoo, doggies. That's going to be an insane game. We get locked out of Provo, Jalen Toone, and Lamar Augustine. Provo and Toone both chose Georgia. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be absolutely sick. Alfonso Provo did not even wait to go on campus. That is one thing that I really hope they change in College Football 27. This one I kind of knew we were going to lose. I really hope they fix in College Football 27, or at least add the possibility of players weighing the visits more importantly. Did we get that right? We didn't get it right. No wonder we didn't get much help on that. I took my opportunity and I missed. It was a 50-50 shot and I just got it wrong. And now Alabama might have him secured. I really need College Football 26 to have an ability to make sure that players value the visits and that they go on campus. They don't make their decision. And this goes for both the user and it goes for both the user and the CPU. I want the recruits to not make their decision until they've gone on campus to all of their top schools, or at least the ones that they really care about. Because I'm tired of losing commitments of players that don't even go to the visit of the school that they're recruiting, like that they committed to. Provo didn't even go to the Georgia visit. He hadn't even gone to that yet. and yet we lose him because he chose Georgia without even going to our campus, without even going to their campus. It's annoying. And I've lost it so many times because of that. So I hope in 27 they make the change where the recruits will take their time and make their decisions after seeing the campus. Because what if he likes our campus better? What if he likes Georgia's campus? It's fine if he likes Georgia's campus better and he wants to go there. You think that's a better opportunity? That's what real life high school recruits think about. So I just wish there was a little bit of that implemented in the game, because it's really annoying to lose your recruits because the influence is just so heavy for some of these players and for some of these schools, and they recruit or they commit before you even go on to the campus of any of the schools. He didn't even go. Georgia had a week 8 and he committed already. He doesn't even know what the campus looks like. So it's just a little frustrating. If you couldn't tell, just a little frustrating that we lose recruits like that. I wish it didn't happen that way. But there's nothing I can do about it. I don't make the game. So we're probably going to lose Dom Antoine to Alabama. He's going to commit to Alabama before week 7, I would assume. We still stay number 1 in the country, which is nice. After these 2 games, we have 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1,100 yards. Coatney and Bo are doing a really good job. 9 touchdowns for Bo Jackson. The record right now in a season for South Carolina rushing touchdowns, I think, was set by Braswell. Was it set by Braswell or was it set by somebody else? It was set by DJ Braswell, 22 in 2027. So DJ Braswell last year had 22 touchdowns. We'll see if Bo can get there. He's already got 9. So we'll see. He's probably going to get there as long as everything stays the way that it is. So if we go to East-West Playmaker, we are up to B+. We needed A for Bo to not be at risk anymore. But hey, we were at like number 40. Now we're at number 30. So we climbed a lot with just that big rushing game against Kentucky. So if we can use that again and do it against Southern Miss, that'd be pretty helpful. And then obviously the Georgia game might be a lot of running because we might just have to survive that game. Who knows? But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. Remember, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to hit that subscribe button and help me get to that mark, that'd be much, much appreciated. That's going to do it for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.